Hi guys, how we doing? Don't have anybody just yet, but we're just gonna be doing another out of this. If you've been following me a while, you've seen me do them before. I'm a huge fan of the grayscale colors because they're already beautiful works of art, and you're just adding to it where you're not required to do a crazy amount to be able to make it actually look like something professionally done. Which, if I can figure out how, I will tag this creator in my comments later on. But I love this work, and I think we're gonna do this one. Please pardon my birds; they are very excited singing along with Elmo. Babies. It happens. They have decided to just be an absolute handful, haven't they? That's the way it usually goes, isn't it? There we go. I was trying to figure out a color to do the dress. Now, I chose a brighter color than I actually want the dress because it is done in this deep shadowed tone already. It's a little ridiculous. They do actually sing along with the TV. The cockatiels, when they decide to sing, it's quite beautiful. The conures are not singing birds. They talk, they chatter, but their singing voices are not the best. I'm trying to see. Do we think she's wearing a cloak? I think she is. We're going to do this a different color. But hi guys, how we doing? I don't know why my chat is not showing, so I can't see who it was. Let's see if I can figure out how to. Nope, nope, not that. I don't know why it won't show me my chat. Let's see. There we go. I still don't know why it won't show me your chat. I don't know if nobody said anything or if it's just being difficult. That was not what I was trying to do. Oh. Hello, Doodleoria. At least now it's actually showing me when people say something. So, I don't know if you can hear it. I do have Elmo going in the background, which is what my birds are going so bonkers out about. I am doing well. How about you? I am definitely a fan of these books. I have a couple from this particular artist, and they're just, the artwork is incredible. Okay, that's actually really cool. I love the idea that you are seeing me and hearing my birds singing with Elmo. And I think the Wiggles, actually, from our home here in Kentucky, U.S. My birds have decided they are going to be part of this stream, whether I want them to or not. But that is part of having vocal pets. You just kind of have to learn to work around it. Of course, my cockatiels are being absolutely silent, which is not normal. They're usually chatterboxes themselves, but they decided to be naughty little cockatiels and have an egg in their in their cage again. So that might be why they're so quiet. You have a dog and 3 cats. That is awesome. Pets are a great part of life. I am considered a crazy pet lady at work and in my friend group. I have 2 green cheek conures, which is who you're hearing throwing a fit at the moment, 2 cockatiels, a bearded dragon, 3 chinchillas, 2 hamsters, 3 cats, and 1 dog, and 3 fish tanks. I actually work in a pet store. Big surprise there. It's a very dangerous line of work if you're an animal person because your pets tend to grow. Though none of the cats were gotten intentionally, people have a tendency to drop animals on our property. We can't keep the dogs, but we do try to take care of the cats until we can get them tame enough to rehome. Well, at 14, you have a lot of opportunities ahead of you. Take your time and figure out what really makes you shine. Work should be fun too. I'm one of the strange and odd people who genuinely enjoys working in retail. I worked in shoes for a very long time before I got into working with pets. I love shoes, but I like pets a whole lot more. That's awesome. Just before if you're planning on getting monetized, be prepared. It's a long road. The work is worth it, but it definitely takes time. I've been doing videos for almost 3 years now, and I'm just almost to the point of monetize. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm very, very familiar with Steam. I'm not a gamer much myself, but I have quite a few that I enjoy watching, and I've got quite a few friends and family members who do also actually play themselves. Let's see. Let's give her... I was trying to decide if this and this were going to be gold or silver, but I think I'm leaning towards silver. I'm just not a gold person myself. No, I did not do this art. This is from a coloring book series. This is the artist's name right here. I wish I could draw this amazingly. I have 2 books from this artist, and her talent is definitely incredible. Let's see. So, this is the other one, but it is all holiday pictures, so I figured maybe a different one. We'll do that one maybe if we do one of these around the holidays. Yeah, she definitely has some talent. You may hear Loki, my dog. He is right beside me and very upset that I am paying attention to something other than him. Yeah, I can paint and I can color and I can do very mediocre, what's the word? Sculpture when I absolutely have to. But I cannot draw on this kind of a level. This woman has some incredible talent. Yeah, I'd say this is definitely has a Lord of the Rings feeling. I don't know how long I'll be up doing this today. I do still have to actually get back in my workshop at some point today and work on my poodle. Normally I would do this in my workshop, but there is a giant poodle statue on my table. So that makes it a challenge. And this isn't changing the color all that much. It's just adding a little bit of a shimmer to it. I am going to go back in because looking through the camera, I can see a little bit better some of these areas that just didn't get as much color as I would like. It's very strange looking through the camera trying to find a spot because it's just slightly off. It is 2:30 for me here in the afternoon. I normally try to get out and work on my videos somewhere in the 3:30 range. And then I do my shorts just whenever I feel like it, or when one of the pets is doing something so cute that it has to be shared. Which is definitely not an uncommon occurrence. Now we're evening out a little bit. One neat thing about this, and I am a huge fan of this, is the way this paper is done. If I feel like the pencil marks are just a little bit too much, like here on this arm, I can actually go in and just rub it down a little bit. I do get color on my hand. Well, if it's that late, you might want to try and get some sleep. You don't want to run yourself to bits. Sleep is very important. And I think we're going to make her a redhead. First glance, I was kind of thinking maybe blonde, but blonde is really the easy way to go on this. And that is not really who I am as a person. I don't tend to go the super easy route on almost anything. But this is a really good example of where I would use this. See the difference really quick. Well, melatonin will make you more sleepy. I definitely have been known to use melatonin when I need to. But I actually more often than not drink cherry juice when I need to sleep and I'm not sleeping well. Well, that works. See, what I'll do with her here is get this base really kind of bright red laid, And then we'll come over it with gold, copper, and brown tones to even it out and make her not quite so brightly haired. I do not know what that is. What is? I'm guessing it's a class. Hey, I wasn't far off. The education system here is a little bit different, and it has been actually quite a few years since since my daughter was in the school system, and my granddaughter's not quite there yet, so it's hard to kind of keep track at times. I think they plan to put my granddaughter into preschool in another year or so. As crazy as it is, a lot of the stuff that you don't think you'll use as you get older end up actually being pretty important. There's so many things that you do use, the English, the math, even the sciences and social studies type or civics. I'm not sure what your schools call it. I've seen both. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm just going to go take a peek at what thumped just now. I'll be right back. It was an odd moment, but I guess it was just something out on the road. It's very strange. This looks like a brownish red, but boy, does it look pink on paper. What kind? Do you have fun colors in your hair to cause people to pick, or just somebody just being a jerk for no reason? Let's see. Sorry, I had to run off on you guys. So now I'm just going back in with my brown. And this doesn't have to be uniform or anything else. It's literally just adding bits in to kind of darken it down. Don't let anybody pick on you. As a fellow long curly haired person, it is not something that it doesn't belong to any one type of person. And if you love your hair, enjoy it and let people just be jealous. I have waist length curls myself. It's a lot of work, but they're worth having. I think I might have to do this more often. Just chilling and coloring and chatting is kind of... My birds have opinions about it, but that's not uncommon. I think I might kind of move towards some of the other stuff and give her hair a break though, because I'm kind of unsure which way I want to go on it at the moment. Let's see. And pardon me, I'm just looking for a really deep blue or purple. I have an insane amount of colors over here. Babies. The bird's dad just came in and sat down, so they had to tell him all about it. That's more of a violet, but it'll work. I'd rather a dark blue, though. Ooh, really bright. Zelda. Why are you yelling? Trying to guess the color by what they look like up here is super fun. Here's what I'm looking for. I think, nope, that's a purple. I think I know why she's yelling. Listen to the song. We just figured out why Zelda is going so completely bonkers. The TV is singing happy birthday, and she's 2 today, and they have a basic understanding of things. So she knows it's her birthday, and she thinks they're singing specifically to her. Which, honestly, can't even be mad about that. So these I'm going to probably go back over with either a dark gray or a black, but I do want that kind of bluish purple tinge to it. But as far as the bullying, don't stress it too hard as long as they're not being violent about it. If they're being violent, definitely reach out to an adult you trust. Generally, people who bully have something going wrong in their lives, that it's easier to make fun of yours than it is to fix what's wrong in theirs. People can be pretty awful. I got made fun of and bullied quite a bit when I was younger for my curls, for my glasses, for the fact that I was adopted. And I am OCD, ADHD with anxiety, so I get the struggles, definitely. But you can't let them affect who you are as a person. No problem. Try and get some rest. Anybody else want to step up and chit chat with me? I guess not. I can see there's still a couple of you here with me, though, and as long as you guys want to hang out, I'll sit here and enjoy somebody's amazing talent and kind of color it in. This actually has gone longer than I was expecting it to already. So I'm definitely not complaining. It's actually getting the effect I kind of want. And I think we're going to tie this color in actually as well in her jewel. And this is where I love the pre-shaded like this, because it can be really hard to get the depth just coloring in on something like that. So adding when the shadowing is added, all you have to do is add the color you kind of see it being. And the artist has already done the hard part on it. Let's see. Let's give her some skin tone. And this is going to be a layering process because they can tell me this is skin tone all they want, but I have never seen anyone whose skin is that color. I guess it's not quite as bad with the shading in there. It looks a little bit more natural. As I said, I'm a huge fan of these shaded pictures because they just come out looking like just absolute works of art. And I can sit and color them and wish I had this level of talent for this type of thing. Boy, you guys can't hardly see the color coming in on this, can you? It's there, I promise. You don't want it too dark. You want just kind of a hint of the coloring. There we go. Hello, guys. If you're just joining, I appreciate you popping in. Oh, really? You don't say. Yeah. Pardon my dog deciding he needs all of my attention right this second. That is just part of having pets. But I have a handy dandy little secret here. I just gave him a quick snack. And yes, he squeaked his toy at me in response. They're funny. Definitely getting better. Oh, we have dropped down to one person in here. So I think once I finish this hand, I'm going to go ahead and stop here for today. That'll put us at about a half an hour, which is a pretty good amount of time. I still do have to get stuff together to go do my long form. My pets are getting absolutely done with my nonsense at this point, so it's only going to be a few more minutes. Of course, as soon as I say that, we get a couple more people popped in. Hello, guys. How we doing? But we are going to be finishing up for today. We'll definitely have to come back and do this some more. Maybe we'll do some tomorrow. If you guys actually enjoy this and Or if you want to think of questions, things like that, I'm happy to answer. I know having an opportunity to pick the brain of somebody with this many animals is not necessarily something you get all the time. Or if you have questions about the art, the coloring, the YouTube channel, pretty much anything. But now I'm just going over her jacket here. And also just a little bit in the feathers. We don't want them to be solidly purple. And I know this looks nuts, but as I say, quite a lot. Trust the process. Then we go in and soften it out. But there we go. Of course, now that I say I'm getting ready to end for today, my animals are starting to chill out and you guys start coming in. That's the way it goes, isn't it? But I think we are going to stop here for today. Maybe I'll pop on tomorrow for a little while and we'll finish her up. And maybe we'll start making a habit of this. But I will talk to you guys next time.